So we've all done a search as a user on Google. But we all know the flow of what everything looks like. We all may click on all different options within this search. But what we want to do is know what section is what, and how can we get our business there, if possible. And so I wanted to add this video because Google has made a change, I think in the last year, that you'll notice that I just keep scrolling and scrolling. There's no click the next page. So it's harder for the user to know I'm now on page 2. So this is going to be a little harder for you to maybe know where am I ranking if you are searching for yourself on Google. Which, has anyone done that, search for their business online? Do you ever click on your own business? So a tip is you want to use the Search Console because if you do the search and you don't click on your result, Google thinks that you don't like it. And they'll show you different things because you didn't engage, especially if you've done the search multiple times and you never click on your own website. Even if it's organic, it's free, you're helping your website, not hurting it, but sometimes we as users and business owners get confused on how to use and navigate Google, like what's the safe way, what's not going to hurt my SEO. Really, you can go into incognito mode. Google doesn't track you there. So you can Google yourself as many times as you want there, or you can use the tool we'll talk about today, and you'll be able to see exactly what keyword, how many times you've been clicked, how many times you've been seen, and where exactly you rank. Thing that comes up. This is great, Victoria, because I use plumber near me. We've all done that search. It's the easiest thing to show you all of the options. This is local services ads, also known as Google Guaranteed. This is only approved for certain industries that are usually in the home service business, but there's also been some medical additions. Chiropractor has been added to the list. So you can see what is available. Pilates studio, I know that yoga studio is in there, so it might be something. The only thing is, it can only generate calls or text messages. There's no going to your website. So this is really great for businesses that are like one-man guy, I don't have a website. You can still use this. What you do need is a Google My Business so that you can get ranks and star rating and reviews. Because obviously they're going to be showing because they have so many. You can go to more plumbers and you can see all of them, where they're located. But most people, they're looking for that. They have that number, 4.5 is my minimum. I need this many reviews for me, and then I need to read 2 or 3 to make me happy to call them. But everyone's different. I know some people, they don't even care about reviews. They just pick the first one. And I always give the example, my mom and my dad search very different. My mom is a bookkeeper. She searched, she clicks the first one, doesn't care if it's the wrong place. She'll just go back, click the next, keep going. My dad, an engineer, searches, reads all the meta descriptions on the first page before he decides which one. But yet they're married. So you can't think that even people in the same relationship, if you're targeting a woman who's searching to have her kid go to school, she's going to be searching much different than her husband doing that same kind of search. So LSA, local services ads, is a great, rich place for people because this is only cost per lead. So I don't want to go into too much of this because it's not what we're talking about, but this is something that comes up at the top, generates calls, has so much rich opportunity if people can use it. As we scroll down, we have the Google Ads. This is what shows up. They don't want you to notice that it's an ad. So the only thing you can see is sponsored. But you can show an image, you can customize all of this, have additional links to their website, and a call button. So this is much more customizable than local services ads, picking your keyword, picking what you say, generating the traffic that you specifically want.
And the sponsor means that they pay for it to be
Yes.
at that position.
Yes, they pay for the click.
Uh-huh.
So if I click on this, they pay whatever.
Yeah.
It's going to be different every time. It's going to be different based on different keywords, a whole bunch of different factors. But
So if you really want to screw your competitors,
Yeah, that's
you
what
log
I'm
in, click.
I was thinking about
Google has a system. Google has a system
I'm
to
sure
prevent that.
I'm
You
sure they
do. I mean, they refund your money, but you do lose out for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So there's like,
No,
Google
I'm
tries
not
to
saying to
protect
do
you,
the
but-
black hat strategy. I'm
yes. But there's
It's interesting, like how it works.
It does. So in Google Maps, this is Google My Business, Google Business, it's changed names, same thing. This is where you collect your reviews. This is where you show based on your location. So whatever's closest to the user gets that result. I mean, I added near me because Google prompts it a lot. But that search, the near me addition, has increased a lot over the last 3 years. So everyone's looking for the closest option. So including your city, your town, different town pages to your website are a lot of different ways to get found in. Even if I added Webster, Gates, Victor, I want to be seen in all of those places. Google Business is a great way to build trust with Google because it's the foundation. If you don't have a website, get a Google Business. So then even when you go to more businesses, you'll see that the map gets larger, and anyone that's on Google Maps on their phone, these are the results that they're seeing, are these listings. Now you'll see Mr. Reuters here sponsored again. That's Google Ads. So anytime you see the word sponsored, that means that they're using Google Ads in some way.
So in this example, are all these using Google Ads? Just
Just
this. Okay.
Yeah, because they've called this the 3-pack. So there's usually only 3 results. If there is a 4th, it's going to be the ad, but only 1. If you go into here, you'll see more sponsored ads, but it'll say above every single business. Google Organic. So now we've reached where our website can organically show free clicks, what our SEO is bringing up to Google. So this is our, what I'll talk about later, title tag. So we get to decide what this says. And then this paragraph is the meta description. So that's that paragraph that we can include information to help convince the user. But what you'll also notice is my search is bolded. Google is doing that to show this result is showing because your keyword's here. They're trying to support the reason that they're selecting these options in this order. Now, the other reason would be how old the website is, how close the website is based on my search, how much traffic this website gets. There's a lot of factors, so 200 factors that go into Google's algorithm to show this order. And it will change every time you do the search. So that's where incognito can be helpful for you to see generally where am I located, you know, I'm in the airport or I'm in another state, how close am I coming up to the top? But again, that tool we'll talk about is going to be very helpful. So how many of you scroll down to click any of these? I mean, most times if you're like, oh, I don't want, because some people think that they're paying for the ad. I know I've had like, well, I don't want to get charged for clicking on an ad. It's like, no, you're not being charged. They're being charged. Mm-hmm. Hopefully those results are still just as good, but these are naturally the good results because they put in the work, they put in the time. And what I like to describe, there's 2 ways to the top of Google. 1 is Google Ads, and you can pay for it. Or 2, it's SEO, and it's time and effort. Which one are you able to commit to your business? Usually that's going to change depending on how old your business is, if you're just getting started. But this is going to be the longevity. You can focus on SEO now, create an ongoing schedule, and this will be very strong in bringing you new traffic. Google Ads, if you stop paying, you stop showing. So there's definitely a reason to use the combination of both of them, but this is definitely the long-term game.